Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Table for 4 by Doc Logic, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We have thermometers, where digits increase along the thermometer starting from the bulb. So you could have something like, say, 3, 4, 5, and 9, and this would be valid as a thermometer. What you could not have is something like, say, 3, 6, 5, or 9, because it's not increasing from the 6 to the 5, and it must be continuously increasing from the bulb to the tip. And that's an example of how thermometers work. We also have German whispers, or as I like to call them, whisper 5 lines. I did not come up with that designation. A setter came up with it, but I thought it made a lot of sense because it's easily extensible. So we have digits along this green line, which is for a German whisper or whisper 5 line, have a difference of at least 5 to their neighbors. So for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be 8 or 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how whisper 5 / German whisper lines work. Excuse me. We have Renban, where digits on each purple line form a group of consecutive digits in any order. So you could have something like, say, 4, 7, 5, and 6 here. And that would work because this forms a set of consecutive digits. 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You cannot have something like, say, 3, 7, 5, 6, because that's not a consecutive set, right? 3, 5, 6, 7. 3 is not consecutive with 5, 6, or 7. So that's an example of how Renban lines work. And finally, we have digits separated by a black dot have a ratio of 1 to 2. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive, and not all possible dots are given. These are also known as Kropke dots. And as an example, say we had a 2 here, then this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them. And say we had a 6 here, that would force this to be 5 or 7, because these digits must be consecutive because there's a white dot between them. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. We have one digit which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 other digits, 2 other unique digits. The only possible combinations could be 2 with 1 or 4, and 4, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 and 8. So this is 2 or 4 here. And this must be 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8. We are guaranteed one of these 3 digits is a 2 or 4, right? 2 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 1 and 4. 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 and 8. So you're guaranteed a 2 or a 4 here, which means this 1 to 2 ratio cannot contain 2 and cannot contain 4. Well, that eliminates 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 8, which leaves just 3 and 6 remaining. Well, this digit must be consecutive with 2 or 4. So it cannot be 6. It has to be 3. So this is 3. This is 6. That forces this to be 3, 2, and 1, or 3, 4, and 5. So this is 1 or 5 here. This pair of digits is in 1 to 2 ratio, but it cannot contain 3. So it's either 1, 2, 2, 4, or 4, 8. We're not sure which is which. The rest of column 4 cannot contain 2 or 8. Does that tell us anything? Not particularly. Let's go. This is one of my go-tos for Whisper 5 lines. Is I start coloring one color, and then I basically alternate colors with another color on the Whisper 5 lines, because on a Whisper 5 line, you know you can only have, there are only 1 through 4 or 6 through 9 available, because 5 can't be there, because 5, if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, none of which are normal Sudoku digits. And what digits can be next to a low digit, which is 1 through 4? Well, 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can only be next to 9, which are all high digits. So a low digit has to be next to a high digit, and it works the same way for high digits. High digits can only be next to low digits. 6 can be next to 1, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, 8 can be next to 1 through 3, and 9 can be next to 1 through 4, which are all lows. So if you start coloring one and then you alternate it with a different color, it will tell you some information about that. So we're going to make this orange and yellow. That makes this orange, this yellow, orange, yellow. So these are all oranges here. And these must all be yellows. Okay. What else do we do? Ren bands. Um, hmm. To be consecutive with an orange, it has to either be 5 or another orange, right? It has to be, if you have a low digit, what digits can it be consecutive with? It can only be consecutive with each another low digit or 5, right? So this has to be orange or pink. We'll mark that. This, well, this, the rest of the central box cannot contain 2 or 4 because 2 and 4 have to be here. Cannot contain 3 or 6. So it's 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 as the remaining digits. Okay. We have orange here. It could be orange there or yellow. Same with this. This is orange or pink to be consecutive with another orange. This is orange or pink to be consecutive with another orange. So one of these is guaranteed orange here, at least. Digits next to a black Kropke dot cannot be 5, 7, or 9, because if you have 5, 7, or 9, you get 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, none of which are digits. If you double 5, 7, or 9, you get 10, 14, and 18, which aren't digits. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This cannot be 2 or 4 here. So to be in a 1 to 2 ratio, 1 would have to be with 2, 8 would be with 4, and 3 and 6 could be with 3 or 6. Okay. Huh. Hmm. 3 is low. 6 is high. Oh. Interesting. We have... These are going to... This is low. So this is low or 5. We're not sure which. This cannot be two lows. If these are two lows, it would be 1, 2. And then the problem is... Yeah, this orange cannot be low. If orange is low, we have guaranteed 1, 2, 3, 4 lows in row 5. That would force this not to be low and this not to be low, but then they would both have to be 5 to be consecutive. Which means that means orange cannot be low. So orange has to be high and yellows have to be low. Okay. So we know this is a high digit, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with another digit. That means it has to be low, right? Because 6 and 8 is in a 1 to 2 ratio, and that's the only high digits that can be in a 1 to 2 ratio. That means it has to be with a low, and it's 3 or 4. This digit must be next to at most an 8, so it's 1, 2, or 3. Same with this. This is 1, 2, or 3. This must be 7, 8, or 9 to be next to 2 low digits, 2 unique low digits. Same with this. This is 7, 8, or 9. Well, where is a 6 in column 5? Can't be next to the black Kropke dot because 6 is only in a 1 to 2 ratio with 3. Can't be next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. And 6 can't be here because of 6 in the box, so 6 has to be here, which makes this 6 is next to 5 or 7. We're guaranteed a 6 here. So that means this is high or 5 also in this box. This cannot be 6, so it's 5, 7, 8, or 9 there. That means this still could be 6, 7, 8, 9. So this cannot be 4 high digits here. It has to have some lows. We don't know which. This cannot be 2 or 4. Therefore, it's low as 1 or 3. This is next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, so this is 7, 8, or 9 also. This has to be a high digit. It cannot be next to... Okay, so this is 7, 8, or 9. This can't be 6. The only high digit which would be next to a 5 is a 6, but we have a 6 in the row. So this cannot be pink. It's both reds. Which means this must be 7, 8, and 9. And one of these has to be 8 to be consecutive with each other. That leaves the remaining digits in the row 5 as blue or 5. This can't be 8 anymore. So either this is 2 and 1, and this is 4, 5 as a pair, or this is 4, 5, which forces this to be 1, 2 as a pair. Interesting. This digit is consecutive with 2. Well, actually, that's not 2 unique digits. So 6, 7, 8, 9 here. This obviously cannot be 6, so 5, 7, 8, 9 there. 5 through 9 there. This cannot be 1, because 1 is only consecutive with 2, and this can't be 2. So this is high or 5 also. Where is the 2 in column 5? Can't be here because these are all high. Can't be here because it has to be one of these digits in the Kropke triplets. So this has to be 2 here, which makes this 2 with 1 and 4, which means these are all low. Where's 4? 4 cannot be here, 4 cannot be here, so this must be 4 here. So this is 2, 4 as a pair, which forces this to be 1, 3 as a pair. 7 cannot be next to 1 or 3, so this is 8 or 9 here. Also, this all 4 of these lows means the rest of the box cannot be low, so they're either high or 5. And 5 cannot be next to a black Kropke dot, so this has to be high, which makes this 6, 8, which means it has to be next to 3 or 4 to be in a 1 to 2 ratio. This 1 to 2 ratio cannot contain 1, it cannot contain 3, and it can't be 2 and 4 as a pair because that would eliminate all cell possibilities for that cell there. So this has to be 4 and 8, which means this can't be 4. This is 2. That's 4 there. One of these is 1, so this cannot be 1. Therefore, this must be 2 and 8 surrounding 4 here. So this must be 4 and 5, which eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the row. So no pink here, no pink here, no blue here. This 4-8 pair eliminates 4 and 8 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 4. It's 3, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 6. No more 4 here. No more 4 here. This 2-8 pair eliminates 2 and 8 in the rest of the box, so no more 8s here. 1 has to be one of these two. 4 and 8. 4 can be consecutive with 3 or 5, but this can't be 3 because of 3 in the box, so that would be 5 if that were the case. 4 and 8 is also consecutive with 5 or 9, or sorry, 8's consecutive with 7 or 9, so this could be 7 or 9, but if this is 9, well, you could have 9 would force this to be 8, but then this wouldn't form a consecutive Renban because 9 must be consecutive with 8 only. So this can't be 9, this is 5 or 7. That means the remaining digits in row 8 cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8, so this must be 5, 6, 7, or 9. That means this digit is 2 smaller at least than that digit. So this cannot be 5 or 6. This can't be 7 or... This could be 7 here. We could have 7, 9 there. One of these is definitely 9, and one of these is definitely 6. So this is a high digit here. This is at most... at least 5, so therefore this is a high digit here. It has to be at least 6, 7, or 8. We don't know about that. This can't be 2 or 8 because of 2 or 8 in the column. That eliminates 8 from being there. This is 5, 7, or 9, which can only be consecutive. So since it's odd, it can only be consecutive with an even digit. So this can't be 7 or 9. It's 6 and 8. So we have a 6, 8 pair here, which eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the row. This can't be 6. It's 5 or 7. That forces this to be a 6 here and cannot be pink. One of these is guaranteed to be a 6, so one of these must be a 1. And also one of these must be a 1 to be next to the 6 on the Whisper 5 line. Therefore, this cannot be 1 here. And where is the 1 in column 5? It must be there. And this is low. Next to 6 and 8 is 1, 2, or 3. So we're guaranteed a 1 has to be one of those two, and a 1 has to be one of those two. Again, this cannot be 1 because one of these two must be a 1. This cannot be no 8. We cannot have 9 on this Renban line because that would eliminate all high digits from this cell, and this must be a high digit. So it's 6, 7, or 9, which means 9 cannot be on the ren band. So 9's here, here, or here. We're not sure which. Where is 6 in this lower left-hand box? Cannot be here because of 6 in the row. Can't be here because it must be consecutive with 4 and 8, so it has to be one of these 3, which eliminates 6 in the rest of the row. That means since this can't be 6, this can't be 5 to be consecutive with it, so it's not pink. We have 7, 8, 9, and one of these has to be an 8 to be consecutive. It's either 7, 8, or 8, 9. This 7, 8, 9 is not consecutive with 5, so this can't be pink. It's also a high digit. We have 4 high digits in column 7, which eliminates high digits in the rest of the column. So this is blue or 5. So is this. This 6 eliminates 6 from being here, so this digit must be greater than 7 or 8. 7 is not greater than 7 or 8, so this must be 9, which eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. One of these is 7 with 6 or 8. We have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair in this lower right-hand box, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 7, no 7 or 9 here. So this is 5, 6 as a pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 5, it's 7. 7's only consecutive with 8 out of 4 and 8, so that's 8. This is 4. So this is low. We have 2 highs here. This is 4 and 7 on the rem band. We have to have 5 and 6 remaining on the rem band to be consecutive. And 6 can't be here, so this is 6 here, and this is 5, which eliminates pink from the rest of the row. So this is blue, this is red. This can't be 6 or 7, it's 9. So this is high, which means the remaining digits are both low, and they are a 1, 2 pair. This is pink. This can't be 1, so it's 2, 3, or 4 there. 9 eliminates 9 from being here. This is 7, 8 as a pair. We have 4 high digits in row 7, which eliminates high digits in the rest of the row, so this cannot be high. It's a 5, which eliminates 5 from being here. So this is 7 or 9. This has to be low. So we have 1, 2, or 3 here, and 3 has to be one of these two. This is low. This is 5, 6 as a pair. So this is 1 through 4 here, and is low. No 3 here. 1 through 1, 2, or 4 there. This has to be 7, 8, or 9. And one of these two is a 7, which eliminates 7 from the rest of the column. So this can't be 7. 5 or 9 is only consecutive with an even digit, so this can't be 7. 6 and 8 is only consecutive with 7, so this is 7. That's 8, which eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes that 7. So 8, 7, 6, 9 to 5, 9. 7 eliminates 7 here. We have a 5, 9 pair in this central box, so this can't be 5 or 9. It's 7. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. This can't be 7 or 9. It's 8. So this is not red, it's pink. This has to be low, and it has to be next to a 7. So this is 1 or 2. Where is the 4 in, well, this 1, 2 pair in this right central box eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the box. This can't be 1 or 2. It's 3, which forces this to be 4, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 8. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 6, which can only be next to 1 on a whisper 5 line. So these are both 1. 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 2. This can't be 2, so that's 1, which eliminates 1 here, so that's 2. 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 6, and this must be 6 and 5 to be consecutive, which makes this a high and is 9. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 8 and 2. This is high. This is low. This is high. This cannot be 2. It has to be 3 or 4, which can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line out of 7 or 9. So this can't be 9 here. It's 7 and 8 as a pair. 2 and 3 eliminate 2 and 3 here, so it's 1, which makes this can't be 1, it's 2. This can't be 1 or 2, it's 3. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 1. So there's no 1 or 4 here. This is 2, which means this can't be 1 or 2, it's 4. That leaves the remaining digits in column 7 as 3 and 5. Interesting. So this can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. This 1 also eliminates 1 here, so it's 3 and 1. Where is 6 in row 4? Cannot be here because of 6 in the box. Can't be here because 6 in the column. This is filled out, so 6 has to be there. We have 5 and 8 remaining in row 4. This can't be 5, though, because of 5 in the box, so this is 8, which makes that 5. That leaves the remaining digit in this right central box as a 9. We have 3, 4, 7 remaining in row 6. This can't be 3 or 4 because of 3 or 4 in the column, so that's 7. And this must be 3 or 4 here. Remaining digits in column 3 are 1 and 2. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the row, so this is 2, which makes this 1. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5 and 3. Well, this is low. This is pink. And 5 has to form a Renban here without 3 and without 8. So that only leaves 4, 6, and 7. And 6 cannot be either of these cells, so this is 6 here. That means 4 can't be here because of 4 in the column, so this is 7 and 4. 5 eliminates 5 here, so that's 6 and 5. 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 8, which makes that 7, which makes that 8. 6 is only consecutive with 7 out of 7 or 9, so that's 7. This is 9. And we have 8 ones. We know where the last one is. It has to be there. We have 7 twos, but we know where the 2 in column 9 has to be. It has to be there, and that gives us 8 twos, so we know where the last 2 is. It has to be there. 3. 3 can only be one of these 2, but this digit is not greater than 3 other digits. If it's 3, so 3 has to be there. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4, and that's 3. And that should be all the 3s. 4. We have 7 4s, but the remaining 4 in column 6 is here. So that means we have 8 4s now. We know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be there. 5. We have 8 5s. We know where the last 5 has to be. It has to be there. 6s, we should have all of them. 7s, we have 8 7s. We know where the last 7 has to be. It has to be there. 8s, we have... Excuse me. 8 8s, we know where the last 8 has to be. It has to be there. And the last digits are remaining are 9s. Yeah, would I consider this very easy? It's closer than the previous days, but I don't know if I would classify this as very easy either. Execution-wise is also kind of, I mean, it takes a little bit, right? Yeah, I think I would classify this as easy, but maybe my criteria for very easy is pretty strict. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.